skincare vlog. So I came up with this idea to show you a week in my skincare routine, just because I thought, you know, I like doing things vlog style. I like talking about skincare, and I thought it would be pretty interesting to show you, you know, what I use in my skincare routine and, you know, how things could and could not change over the course of a week. But for this vlog, we are in winter. It's pretty cold. Although I'm probably not going outside today. You know, the cold weather still does affect the skin. I'm about to hop in the shower, and I like to do, most of the time my daytime skincare routine starts in the shower. When you're in the shower though, and you're about to do your skin, well, first of all, when you're in the shower, you don't want the water to be too hot anyway, especially in the winter, because that can zap all of the moisture out of your skin, and that's not what you want, especially in the winter time. So you're gonna bathe with some lukewarm water anyway, but then when you're getting ready to, you know, wash your face or anything, ooh, I'm ashy. I told you you're gonna go in the shower. But when you're washing your face, especially, you want to turn that temperature down because you do not want to zap the skin. So this I'm going to be doing in the shower, and I'll come back out and show you the rest. But this is the Eula Henriksen Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. There is a demo on this on my Instagram. This is bomb. You can do a double cleanse with just this one step, but then you can also use it as a daily gentle cleanser. So I'm going to go cleanse my face, cleanse my body, and then we'll finish the rest. Okay, so best time to put moisturizer on is when you get out the shower, your skin's still a little damp. You know, you dry it so it's not like water dripping all over your face, but you know, you just kind of pat dry. Skin is still a little damp and it's ready to receive the moisture. Same thing on the body, but I'll talk about the body in a second because I don't want my, you know, face dry out. My first step is going to, well, first step after cleansing. Oh, by the way, when it comes to cleansing, and I'll say this really quickly, you want to make sure you get the hairline all over. My hair is braided down because I've been wearing wigs lately, and I haven't been wearing it straight, so I don't mind the water splashing all over the place. But typically, if my hair, you know, I have my edges laid, I'm a little bit more careful. I'll show you what I do after that. But I'm using this toner from Innisfree, the balancing toner with green tea. I didn't always use toner. This is one where it's kind of doesn't squeeze really. And I'm probably better off putting this in my hand than dabbing it into my skin, but we'll do it this way. Now, I didn't always use toner because I grew up in an era where toners had lots of alcohol in it. They were kind of irritating back in the day, but toners are a lot less irritating now. Toners now are a lot softer. They're meant to be more hydrating. Then you also have toners that are treatment products. This is the lip oil from Ulta. I'm gonna get that on before my lips dry out. Love these, by the way. So I was going for a while without using a toner because I was like, I don't need that. But then I was like, let me see, you know, work my way in. I came across this one because I was, you know, like going on Sephora, looking to see what the best sellers were, what was probably going to be good for my skin. I wanted a hydrating toner because it's winter. That one had good reviews. So I got it from the Innisfree store, but I didn't realize that it had so much fragrance. So we'll see. This is only my second time using it, so we'll see. During the day, lately I've been liking to use a vitamin C serum. This one is Peter Thomas Roth, the Potency Power Serum. I don't like the packaging. It's just like come apart. If I press this down, all of the product is gonna just, you know, just spill all over the place. Now, a vitamin C serum, you can use day and night. This one I just use during the day because at night I like to use a retinol serum, which is kind of, well, depending on your skin, of course. It's great to use, you know, vitamin C during the day, retinol at night. Retinols are supposed to be used at night because they make the skin super sensitive to the sun. But vitamin C I like to use during the day because it helps to fight free radicals, and, you know, it's an antioxidant, so it's helping to fight, you know, the pollutants and the free radicals and all the gunk that's in the air. It helps to fight that, so I like to do that. So I'm just going to have my vitamin C serum on. You can also use vitamin C for brightening. It's also great in a routine if you've got some hyperpigmentation. So vitamin C is pretty bomb. It's very multitasking, and you know, but not everything's for everybody. So if you can, take yourself to Sephora and get a sample and try it and see how it works in your routine and on your skin. Or, you know, do your research and, you know, look at other vitamin C products. Or vitamin C might not even be the thing for you. So, you know, you can't just go blindly following someone else's skincare routine, you know, because you got to do what's right for you. Now, I'm going to move on to moisturizer, my trusty dusty Olay Regenerist Micro-Sculpting Cream, fragrance-free. I like to do fragrance-free as often as I can. This one is almost done, but I had already ordered a replacement on Amazon. Got that today. Now, I gotta talk about my body products. Now, I already did put stuff on my body beforehand because, you know, I was like, I don't want my body to dry up. I wanted to get that moisture in. But you also want to bring your skincare down to your neck and chest. I already did that. And a lot of times, you know, I just use my body moisturizer as my moisturizer because, you know, body moisturizer doesn't cost as much as facial moisturizer. And, you know, I'm not trying to put my facial moisturizer on my body because it will run out quickly. Now that I have moisturizer on my face, I feel like I could stop here for a second and talk about what I have on my body. So when I'm in the shower, again, lukewarm water, especially in the wintertime because that hot water can zap all the moisture out of your skin. And in the wintertime, my body skin especially, is very sensitive. I don't want it to get itchy because then if it gets itchy and I'm outside, you know, it's not very becoming to be scratching all up in the public and it's just a mess. So I like to use something like the Vino Dry Skin Relief Body Wash. I also like the Dove Shea Butter Bar. Even though this has a lot of fragrance in it, I really like it. But I usually do try to do things that don't have as much fragrance because I don't want that to be irritating. But this is a good one as well. And, you know, after I come out the shower, I pat my skin dry. I try to be dainty as much as possible, but a lot of times I'm usually like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up. But then I put on my moisturizer. In the winter, I especially need to make sure that I have the right moisturizer on my body. This is the Aveeno Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion. So while my skin is still a little damp, I put this all over. It really helps because had I needed to go outside, you know, my body wouldn't be all itchy. Sometimes even when I'm just in the apartment here, my skin can get a little itchy if I don't have the right stuff on. So let us move on to my eye cream, which I probably should have put on first. This is the Eula Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I really like this. A makeup artist friend of mine does not like it because she said it makes her concealer slide all over the place. I have not experienced that, thankfully. Look at that skin. Then the last step in my routine, and the last step should always be your sun protection. Your moisturizer might have SPF in it already, which, you know, that'll be your last step. You're good to go with your skincare routine. This one I like to have something separate. This is the Olay Sun Facial Sunscreen Shine Control, which I'm like, look, I'm getting every last drop out of this. I really like this. This is really good in the summertime. In the summertime, I can wear this on its own or on top of my summer moisturizer. At first, I was using the separate moisturizer and sunscreen because I was like, you know, the brand sent me a bunch of products, and I was like, I might as well just use up what I'm sent instead of spending more money on more products. But I actually have grown to like having a separate SPF because I feel like I get more protection, you know? Because, oops, my hair, just make sure we get all over. Get that on the ears. Make sure you get the hairline, back of the neck, front of the neck. Now this I'll bring to my neck, and I'll bring it to my chest usually as well too. But typically I put my body sunscreen all over so that, you know, like I said, body sunscreen, body products are less expensive than my facial products. So I don't want to waste my facial products on my body. But, you know, don't neglect your neck and your chest. You must protect your neck. You must protect your neck. You better protect your neck. You better protect your neck. Okay, that's today's daytime skincare routine. Now, the rest of them aren't going to be as lengthy and talkative because I felt like, you know, in the beginning here, I just needed to kind of bring you through it. But, yeah. It is nighttime. Just hopped out of the shower. Washed my face with the Mario Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. This is not something that you want to use daily. If you have dry skin, you don't want to use this more than maybe once or twice a week. If you have oily skin, you don't want to use it more than maybe like 1 to 3 times a week. When I cleanse with this, I use the Clarisonic. This one is the Smart Profile. There is a blog post that kind of goes through, you know, a bunch of the devices they've had over the years. I don't think, if there's like a latest Clarisonic, I don't think that I have that on that blog post because I don't have it. But there's also a, you know, blog post on the Smart Profile, so check that out. But nighttime skin routine. I'm gonna go in again with the Innisfree cotton pads that I'm using are Chanel. I used to get those all the time before I used the Shiseido ones, and then my homie Rose Dadu Chic was like, "Oh no, the Chanel ones are better than the Shiseido." So I was like, all right, let me do a little comparison, and they feel about the same to me. But Rose notices a difference, so you know, perhaps Rose is more delicate and chic than I am. So I am going to do this toner. Did my body skincare, you know, obviously when I took my shower, and then I put my lotion on. On my legs, I put the Mederma PM overnight, intensive overnight scar cream. My legs are jacked up between my clumsiness and my cat Williams thinking that my legs are a tree bark, so he like jumps on them. So that stuff works. I was getting my legs to a place where like even older scars were fading, and then just as that was happening, about to get some progress, here my clumsy butt goes and bumps into like a fixture at a hotel room on a press trip, and then, you know, all of the cat scratches and so much. Anyway, I like to use a retinol at night. I'm gonna go in with the Olay Retinol 24. This is to be used at night. You want to use retinol at night, and because retinol makes your skin very sensitive to the sun. With the retinol, it makes the skin very sensitive to the sun, so you want to use it at night. And of course, during the day, you should already be wearing SPF, but it is super important that you wear SPF, especially when you are using a retinol treatment. A lot of active ingredients make your skin more sensitive to the sun, so make sure you do that. Eye cream. Now, I could use also I think I am going to use the Olay Retinol Eye Cream. You know, sometimes I use the Eula Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream during the day. Now with the Olay Retinol, if you've never used retinol before, you know, they advise you to just use one product at a time so that, you know, you don't overdo it. But if you are used to retinol creams, you can, you know, layer it up. Just be careful, go easy. Although this is not going to be as potent and as harsh as, say, like a prescription retinol, if you are new to retinol, you still want to go easy. Then I'm going to go for Olay Regenerist Micro-Sculpting Cream, fragrance-free. As you can see, I use this day and night. This day and night, I'll go for broke. Let me stop. But 10 points in the comments if you know who sings that song. Anyway, my skin feels all nice and smooth. Get that on my neck too. But as I said, my body has been, you know, moisturized and conditioned and everything. Last up, Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oil. Cause if I look dry, I mean, I'm in the bed. That's a no bueno. Good night from day one. Okay, it's kind of late. Not that I care, because my neighbors stay smoking and getting their weed and their cigarette smoke in my apartment. I shouldn't care about whispering. But just came out the shower. Normally, you know, I would wash my face in the shower, but I was like, you know what, let me do some face washing, you know, on camera. So again, with the Ola Henriksen, get that magic up. Make sure I wash my ears and really get in the hairline because I put foundation there, you know, so we're not looking all masky with the foundation. Especially underneath the chin and the jawline, because those are also areas where makeup goes. Okay, so I did a lot of splashing of water. My hair is braided and I'm not worried about like my edges being laid or anything like that because, you know, my hair is natural, my hair is braided down. I've been wearing a wiggity wig. But if if my edges are laid and I'm trying to, you know, be mindful, I don't splash as much water all over my face. What I'll usually do is I'll take one of these cotton pads and I will take some micellar water, like this Olay one. You know, it has a pump, I love that. And then I will take the cotton pad with the micellar water saturated on it. And then I'll make sure that, you know, I gently get, you know, any dirt and makeup from around the hairline. Because, you know, all of the stuff that gets around the hairline, I try not to get hair product around my hairline because, for one, my skin doesn't really react really nicely to some hair products sometimes. So I wouldn't want that to irritate me and cause me to break out. But then also, like, that buildup, plus with the buildup with the makeup and all of that stuff, can just be a recipe for breakout. So, toner, Innisfree. This has grown on me, even with the super fragrance that's on it. It is growing on me. I like how it makes my skin feel leafy. If I can tolerate this fragrance, and if it does anything to irritate my skin. Okay, Olay Retinol 24. And then like I said before, if you're new to retinol, you don't want to layer these products. You can just use one at a time, and the Retinol 24 line you can use with your other skincare products. Although this retinol is not as strong and as, you know, drying and irritating on the skin as like a prescription retinol, you still want to be careful if you're a new time retinol user. And Ulta Juice Infused Lip Oil. Ooh, got a little. The bonnet is from a Trinbago brand. Crown and Luxe. Crown and Luxe. It fits so much stuff in here. Like when I have like ponytails and braids and all kinds of hair inside, it all fits. But I haven't got much underneath it because it's all braided down. But I still like it. I do have to be careful that I don't let it fall on my head like this because then I wake up with like all the dents. But look at that skin. Look at that skin, look at that skin, look at that skin. Good night. Okay, run into the gym, did very minimal skincare, washed my face, put moisturizer and sunscreen on, because I'm just going to come back and wash my face and shower, you know, again, after I have been sweating, because, you know, I don't want that sweat to sit on me and cause any body acne or any face acne. So I'll see you when I come back from the gym, because I got to hurry up, because, you know, got to be there at a specific time to meet my trainer. I'm back from the gym. However, somehow I busted up my ankle before the gym, and being in the gym made it worse. So I'm finna go sit on the couch for about an hour and hope that I don't get any like post-gym bumples on my body, because I don't even think I'll be able to stand up in the shower. I don't even know how I'm standing up right now, but I will give you another skin update. If I don't come back with a skin update, call 911. So I wound up, you know, being able to get into the shower. My ankle is fine. I got in the shower earlier, washed my face again, and just did some moisturizer and sunscreen. Even though I wound up not going anywhere afterwards. But this is tonight's nighttime routine, pretty much the same thing I've been doing, and products will be linked below in the description box, along with other blog posts or videos that you should check out. Night night. Night night. Yeah, I know this is going the wrong way, but I figured I'd mix things up morning. Well, it's afternoon, but a little bit of a late start. So I washed my face with the Microdermabrasion Time Release Acne Cleanser because, you know, we got a little visitor. And, you know, I did that in the shower. Then, you know, I did my toner. Then I did a little bit of the Outsmart Acne Clarifying Treatment. 1% salicylic acid. This is fairly new for Microdermabrasion. They used to have one that was 0.5%. So this is what I was using before and really, really liked. But at the time when I needed a replenishment, they didn't have it in stock, and they didn't have it in stock for a while. So I wound up getting the Outsmart. But we'll see how it works out. I'll give you an update somewhere down the line on whether I like the Outsmart or if I prefer the Acne and Wrinkle Reducer. I haven't used it that often since it came out because I haven't really had, you know, adult acne like that. It hasn't been drying, so, you know. So I'm getting ready to do a get ready with me type video. So I'm gonna have makeup on, but I'm doing the rest of my skincare. I can't wait till this is done because I hate this packaging. I don't know if that's something that I did, being overzealous trying to open it, or if that's just how the packaging sucks, but I don't like it. Now this serum, it's not very watery like, you know, typical serums are, and it's not quite as thick as a lotion, but it does have like a little bit of a tackiness to it. But thankfully that has not caused any issues for me when it comes to my skin or my makeup. And then, boom, sunscreen. And I'm like, down to the absolute last here. I'm gonna have to whip open the new one I bought. I like to get every little ounce of product. See, look how much product was in there. I might have enough for one more application. Wow, this is more than enough for one application. Typically I would already have my body sunscreen on, but because I was a little overzealous here, I'll just put it on my skin and I can't put it back in the bottle. Man, that could have been a second application for my face. But yeah, I usually just put my body sunscreen on because, you know, facial sunscreen tends to cost more, and, you know, I don't want to waste it on my body when I got body sunscreen. Also a good idea to get some SPF on your hands because, you know, the hands, the sun just be all messing the hands up. Also got my lip oil. All right, I don't even know how I'm up right now, but I'm hopefully gonna go to either a 6:30 or a 7 a.m. gym class, which I hate to do. I'd rather go at like 9, 10, but all 9, 10 o'clock classes are full. But anyway, I just came out of the shower. I washed my face in the shower. I did a deep cleanse with the Microdermabrasion glycolic foaming cleanser, which I'm almost out of, but thankfully I have another one in there. And I used the Clarisonic Smart Profile to, you know, make sure I gave myself a nice little cleanse. You know, the Clarisonic, you know, it beeps and it, you know, lets you know when to move on to the next area. You want to make sure that you are replacing the brush every 3 months. Toner. I'm going to remember to put my Mederma on because sometimes I forget. Eye cream. I could be a little bit more delicate putting this eye cream on. I'm so tired. Regular Olay. And lip oil. All right, I'm gonna put my scarf on and get my behind the bed. I'm tired. Some days I bathe twice a day, do my morning skincare routine, nighttime skincare routine. And then some days it's like almost midnight and I ain't washed my face or bathe yet. And today's one of those days, because I ain't doing no daytime routine today. I ain't do it. I ain't do it. But, you know, hopefully you can hear me over the water. Just so you know, that doesn't happen very often. Today was just a very off day. All right, so a couple things I wanted to talk about. I have a cystic pimple right there. Now, that's not from me. That's not just for me. I'm not washing my face today until like later in the evening. I get cystic pimples every now and again. You can tell something is cystic because it's like, it never comes to a head. It's like a raised, you know, flesh kind of thing. Cystic acne cystic acne is typically caused by, you know, your hormones. And they're hard to treat because, you know, sometimes they don't respond to, you know, your typical like acne medication for whiteheads or blackheads. There are things you can do to try to prevent them, like, you know, making sure your pores are clear and, you know, things like that. I look like no old dirty bastard. Oh Lord, I don't wash these braids. The hell with these braids in here. Anyway, if you have persistent cystic acne, your best line of defense is with a dermatologist. There are certain things that they can do in office to help treat it. If I was like that nitpicky and I had like unlimited funds and, you know, nothing but time on my hands, you know, I could theoretically go into a dermatologist's office and be like, you know, give me a shot of cortisone or something or whatever you would recommend to get that to go down. But that is not bad. It's annoying, but it's not bad. So I usually just let mine, you know, they usually just go away after like a week. So no big deal for me. I cleansed tonight with the, you know, my Eula Henriksen. I just used, you know, same old toner, same stuff I usually use, that I've been using this week is being used tonight. My Olay Retinol 24. Oh, I did do something different. This is so squeezed, but I use this Dr. Brandt I use this Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion for body. It's okay. It was sent to me for, you know, in PR. It's okay. I like that the granules are small. They're not very rough, so they don't like, you know, what do you call it, cut into the skin. Although for some people, you know, you might get like those little micro cuts, which aren't great. But for me, I haven't had issue with it. It's just okay. I usually just exfoliate my body with a body brush, and I think, and you know, like my regular body wash, and I'm fine with that. Side note, there is a blog post on cystic acne if you want to read more, so check out the description box for the link. Morning! So I'm off to the gym. I just did a regular cleanse, and then I put my moisturizer and my sunscreen on. Our little friend over here has gone down some, surprisingly. I used this Murad Rapid Relief Acne Spot Treatment. Usually it takes a little while for that to go down, but it went down some. So anyway, gym time. Back from the gym, just came out the shower, you know, cleansed with my Eula Henriksen. And we are moving on to this toner. I've been using this toner all week. I love the way it makes my skin feel. The fragrance is a lot. And I am wondering if, like, you know, some of these breakouts that I'm having are coming from this toner, because there's a lot of fragrance in there. If it is the culprit behind those breakouts right there, then that's no bueno. I can't wait till this is done, because this packaging is, ugh. But I like the product, the packaging though. And that could be partially my fault because I did drop it. So, there's that on that. So as you can see from this week, I've been pretty consistent. You know, I'm showered a little bit late yesterday, so I missed my daytime routine. But you know, things happen. We fall down, but we get back up. You know, I always make sure I have my sunscreen on during the day. I make sure that I moisturize. You know, I stay pretty consistent, you know. I don't do the most with my routine. I try to stick to essentially the same products. This is the Olay fragrance-free. Oh, I forgot to do my eye cream. Some people are like, well, I'll just use my face cream for the eye area. And sometimes that's fine, because it depends on, you know, what's in your moisturizer. But sometimes we have these moisturizers that, you know, have stuff in it that can be irritating to the eyes. And eye creams, you know, because they're made for the eye area, they do make them so, you know, with the eye area in mind. So they may not use things that are irritating. Okay, this is done. Time to break into the new bottle. Yeah, so they, you know, make the eye creams, obviously in mind, keeping in mind that it's going to be going to your eyes. So that is why an eye cream is wise. Listen, I don't know how I was doing without this lip oil. I used to use the Laneige lip sleeping mask, which was great, but then after a while I felt like it was doing like absolutely nothing for my lips. So these lip oils, bomb. Okay, so when it comes to these breakouts, I just put a little bit of the Murad spot treatment on them. Next week, I'm not going to use the toner and then see what happens so that I can figure out if it is the toner. Because the toner is the only thing that was different in my routine this week. All right, so I missed Saturday. I was actually planning on ending out the vlog for Friday and then like editing it on Saturday. But then I was like, oh, I gotta put these Phantom cleansing silks in here. So I did my skincare routine Saturday. I just didn't film it. We're here Sunday. I just came from the gym, so I'm actually going to hop into the shower. But before I do so, I wanted to do a demo. So this is my first time actually opening this up and using it. It's the Artist Phantom Cleansing Silks 3 dissolving 3-in-1 nanofiber patches. So essentially, from what I understand from what the rep from Artist told me, these are, and this was given to me for a review consideration in PR. These, you know, you put them on the skin, you wet it, and then it dissolves, and then it's supposed to be like really cool. And I think this will be like a really cool game changer, especially when it comes to travel, because then you don't have to carry a cleanser with you. And essentially this might, you know, provided it doesn't set off any alarms with TSA, this might be something that you can carry in your carry-on, maybe even for a long flight. That'd be kind of cool. You're going to, with dry hands, open sachet and remove film. Then gently remove both silk and mesh from film. Do not separate mesh from silk. Ensure skin is dry and place product on desired areas. Silk side on skin. Okay. Let's open her up. And by the way, let me know, how did you like this skincare vlog series? According to this, there should be 3 in here. One will go here, one here, and one here. Gently remove both the silk and mesh from the film. Okay, I think I did that right. But do not separate mesh from silk. Ensure skin is dry and place product on desired area. Silk side on skin. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's like little holes in there. I'm gonna assume that that's the mesh side. And, oh, okay. And you can see that there's the mesh and the silk in there. But you want to take care to not separate that, is what they're saying, but you do remove it from that. Oops. And I kind of tore it a little bit, but that's kind of good because then I know that that's the mesh side. So I'm going to attach this to right here. You know, the first time you do something, it's always a little clumsy, at least for me. Boom. That is the mesh side. Peel off mesh from silk and allow cleanser to settle for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, that is what we are doing here, peeling off the mesh from the silk. Allow cleanser to settle for 1 to 2 minutes. So I will do that. Okay, so it has been a minute. So now the next step is to evenly wet the silk by spraying with a water mist, which is preferred, or patting gently with wet hands. So I'm gonna have to pat gently with wet hands because while I have a mist, it is something that I've been using for my hair and I don't want the misty stuff on my face. Next step is, my hands are gonna be wet. Next step is to rub in small circular motions for 1 minute to exfoliate, avoiding the eye area, and then rinse well. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can see that, but it is dissolving into a cleanser. So now I'm going to take my small circular motions and massage into the skin for a minute. Really cool. So, you know, you do feel like the little exfoliation action. It doesn't feel like rough on the skin, but you know, you definitely get a good, nice manual exfoliation. I like that it doesn't feel like it feels supple on the skin. Well, let me dry my face. The cleanser feels supple. I don't know if supple is the right word, but it doesn't feel like it stripped my skin, which is definitely what you want with the cleanser. You don't want the cleanser to feel like you don't raw dog your skin. You know, you want your skin to be clean, but you don't want it to be completely stripped. And that's even if you have oily skin, because I know some of us with oily skin like to go ham, but don't do the most, because what's going to happen is oily skin is going to react. It's going to puff up, it's going to get its chest up, and it's just going to create more oil and create more of a mess. I like that. Like if I wanted to do like a nice little manual exfoliation, you know, once a week, twice a week, I think that would be awesome. Also, it feels like it would be really cool for like travel, but you know, I wouldn't use that as an everyday cleanser. Me personally, I wouldn't use it as an everyday cleanser because that just feels like, you know, even though it's gentle, I feel like doing that too much would be too much for my skin, myself personally. But make sure you like this video and subscribe. Like my girl Monroe Steele says, I'm trying to get my numbers up. No, but for real, like and subscribe. Make sure you are down with the posse. Follow me on social. The links will be in the description box. You know, leave a comment below. Let me know what was in your skincare routine this week. And, you know, we're talking winter here. I actually enjoy doing these vlogs. So while it won't make sense for me to do them like once a month or something like that, because things don't really change that much with my skincare routine, I'll try to give you a skincare vlog, like a weekly skincare vlog at least once a quarter where it makes sense. Because, you know, things will change with the seasons. So the next one will probably be for spring. So, ooh, I'm all wet. Anyway, let me go in the shower. Bye, y'all.